really blind, but
Well, I am too. Without my contacts on, I'm blind.
no, it ain't gonna work. It can't find nothing to fit my eyes. I done went to 18 specialists, and they can't do anything about them.
Willie, how long have you been playing music?
I've been playing music 71 years.
What made you start playing?
The blues, loneliness. I never had a sister or brother, so I was always lonely, nothing to play with. When I was a baby kid, about 7 years old, you know. All before then, never did have anybody to play with. When I got about 7 years old, that's when I bought me a harmonica. And I've been playing it, marking trains, and that's the way I learned. And that's my inspiration. That was my inspiration.
How is your music, how have you grown, or how has your music changed over the years?
How it changed? It changed by science. Yeah, it ain't changed mine. It's still me, but the music is my inspiration. It makes you move more faster. But what I grew up in was the blues. I was born. I lived the blues. It's a real slow thing, But now they got it hip hopped up, and so into blues is almost into rock now. It's a rock and roll sound.
Where did you
grow up? I grew up in 4 miles east of Leland, Washington County, just 4 miles east of Leland. Out there, I started growing up there until 27, high water, and after the high water, then I went about 7 miles northeast of Leland.
When did you start playing for people?
In 1943.
Where's your music taking you? Have you traveled a lot with your music?
Yeah, my blues taking me from all parts of the world. From Detroit, Canada. First 2 places I went, Canada, and then it took me to Belgium, then back to New York, the Carnegie Hall. That's in Maine. I was playing with Muddy Water, on tours. He'd go on tour and he'd tell me with him to blow harmonica behind some of his lyrics. And I come back and I started traveling south on my own. That was lately, though. That was in 91. Went to New Zealand, Australia, and come back and went to going around England, France, Belgium, Germany, Holland, and places like that.
What's the best thing about the blues?
What's the best thing about it is, I think ain't nothing good about the blues, really. Blues is a feeling. It's kind of like a religion. It'll make you cry. Or you don't want that now. But the only thing is, the blues is the past tense of my culture, my life. Past tense of my life. I've lived the blues, so I know that's where I know the blues, because I lived them.
Are there certain songs that are about certain things?
Yeah, there's a lot of certain songs about certain things, but mostly all songs now has got women in it. Got a woman in it, and if a woman singing, because her singing the blues, it's she got a man in it. My man, my baby. My man and my woman, she gone. It's about the life that you have lived. The blues is really it's not a song. It's an expression of your past life. If you come in that door there and stomp your foot, and you come over here and say it in your foot, say, what's wrong with you? I stumped my feet. Where? In that door there. That's past. That's in the past. And so I've lived the blues. I said because I was born, my mother was working. I know she had the blues too. It wasn't blues. It was, I'm blue. You could have a headache and you say, what's wrong? I got a terrible headache. I know you're feeling blue. Then it come along and put a ooze to it, you know. That's my suggestion about it.
Do you think the blues help people learn about what's been going on?
Yeah. That's an education of the young people now would know what it was all about. A lot of people now don't know what a cotton sack was. I was born on a cotton sack. I tell them, what is a cotton sack? And they say, now I got to explain it. It's a harvester sack. But cotton and corn, I grew up born in that cotton field on a plantation. That's when the blues was beginning. Slavery was, they say, I wasn't here then. But I don't think it's much better. You might have lived it better when you were in slavery time than you did when I was coming up, I believe. Because I sharecropped. My mother knew me sharecropping when I was born, and whatever the white man said, that was the boss man. He was the boss. He was your mother, your father. I had all kind of blues. I had the work sick blues, couldn't go to school blues, the worried blues because I didn't have a sister or brother, the worried blues because I didn't have nothing to play with, the hungry blues. Just had all kind of blues. Break your finger, you got the blues. You didn't have to go to a doctor. Them days, you take a string and wrap it around there, wrap a rag around your finger or something, put a stick on there, straighten it out, and keep it working. And a lot of that, I wanted to go to school, but I couldn't go because I had to work if it was dry enough to work. Chop cotton, pick cotton, pull corn, or harvest hay for the mules, of course. Blues is strictly a feeling, and I think of it now, but you know, my past life, but it don't worry me. It just makes me think, and I have more to think about now than thinking about tomorrow. Tomorrow is not promised to you. But I sit up, if I'm by myself, you got something to think about. You always got two things on your mind. Always got two. But sometimes a lot of things get to floating on your mind. You can get your little home and say, you know, about, just say, my woman gone, she left, and if I was in love with her and she'd leave me with a broken heart. Well, when you got the blues, you got a burden. That's what the blues is really all about. But now most of the people have the blues about, I know, maybe a woman blues, or it's vice versa. The man, a woman can sing about a man gone, if he gone or go away or die or something or other. And she's worried about him, she's got the blues. What we consider is calling it the blues.
Do you put a lot of your feelings towards God into your music?
That's all of it. I believe God gave me the talents to play. Give me the talents to play this instrument. Because I was trying to do too many instruments. I tried to play guitar, blow a harmonica, and sing all. And I come up to getting hurt a lot, you know, different things. And so I'd let the guitar alone and tried to play drums and blow harmonica. That wouldn't. And then something just come to me and told me. And then I seeked. My mother told me, said, you shouldn't play the blues. And I seeked. And I said, Mama, I'm not singing the blues. She said, well, you ought to start singing church songs. I looked into it. A lot of the blues is more truer than church songs, some church songs. if you lie, you held damnation, you know. And you sing the blues, and if you put your own life in it, that's the reason I try to do my own songs. And about everything I do, everything I sing has got some part of me in it. I might do a funny thing about Muddy Water or something like that, or Jimmy Reed. Jimmy Reed played some good blues, true blues, because me and him, he and I was raised up on the same farm. I stayed in the farm. I went to work when I was 7 years old. 7 years old. And I've been working ever since. 7 years old, I was plowing a mule. 8 years old, I was ready for 2 mules. 9 years old, I sure enough was plowing 2, planting cotton. And 10 years old, I was doing a man's job. I've been doing a man's job ever since. I never did regret it. I'm proud of it because I believe I made a man of myself. I'm a self-made person, I believe, you know, in and through but Christ. If it wasn't for Christ, would none of us be here. The breath you breathe. You cut that breath off, you through. You cut that, you close your lungs. You'll hassle for something you can't see, which is the wind. And everything I do, I believe in Christ. I catch the airplane. If I leave home and go to my Lord, be with me, guide me, and lead me, and bless me, and let me overcome this trip, going and coming. When I get ready to come back, I put that on in my mind. He stays on my mind, you know. Christ is all of it.
Would you play something for me and then tell me what it's about?
Play something for you.
Please.
I didn't think I would come in to do that. Butch told me, no, I just wrote this thing. But you see, I don't do it by myself. I got a band, and I hardly do anything without the band. I just don't. Been playing for about 50-some odd years. You're looking at about 50. What is that? About 53 years. I never did go out by myself. I see Sonny Boy do it, but I just really don't do it. I know what please means. You say please to Christ and he'll forgive you, but that just ain't my motto. If I hadn't thought of it, I slightly thought of it. I'd say, I hope we don't have to play, you know, because ain't nobody here to play. And I'm used to a background. You got a background to your camera there. And I like the background. One thing I like you know. You can help me out. Everybody would love me from their heart. Well, I wish everybody would love me from their heart. We do his God's best. It never would we fall. That's the inspiration. The music is my inspiration that makes me feel it. But it's love everybody. Everybody should do that.
Will you play one more? I love that song. That's great. That's a good song.
That means something. To love it. That's what God said.
What is this song about?
Not with it. That's not mine. No.